All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Kaguya-sama, Love is War, Season 3, Episode 1. All is right with the world. You know, it's just, like, yeah, my heart is so full. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's do this. Let's get back into this wonderful show. See these bakas.
The OVA was great.
Blustering and, fumbling
the PV
about.
was wonderful. Our characters are just as good as ever.
That's
better
right.
than ever.
Yes.
And now we're going to have all of them in the same place, going about their shenanigans. We'll actually get some Hayasaka focus. You know?
I was.
wonderful.
You're reading my mind. You're reading my mind.
Yeah, indeed.
Because that
indeed.
was the one thing that the OVA /
And
PV
I
was
just
missing.
can't wait to hear the iconic music.
Yes.
Like, there's so many things that make this anime feel like home when it comes to comedy.
Yeah, like it is a true treasure, a gem, and I am constantly blown away by the fact that it exists, you know? And the fact that we get to experience it is just, we're not worthy. We're not worthy.
Last we left things off, there were a lot of major developments in the relationship side of things between Kaguya and Miyuki.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say, you know, with the whole deal of the melanin and, you know, them showing their true colors.
Yeah.
They are cowards.
Very much so.
Yep, scum.
Cowards indeed. But yeah, y'all, without further ado, let's get into this. All right, everyone, now be sure to go check out the reaction portion of the video in the description below, then come back here for the discussion.
Okay.
A solid premiere.
Yep.
We got ourselves some skits. We have Kaguya finally having her smartphone and now getting her line debut. Texting baby with a smartphone.
Modern
chat
technology.
app. Yep.
Red receipts. Oh boy. Yeah. Because I love how it went so in depth into the details of that, because I mean, yes, this is basically like take Death Note, you know, like mind games and put it into a romance.
But it's also the modern meta for how people interact on like, smartphone technology and apps and stuff.
That is absolutely the kind of stuff that you know, teenagers would fret about if they're texting their crush.
Yep.
Now, of course, the things of like, oh, can I get it to be a thing where it's like, hey, you've basically confessed, so you know, I got you. Maybe not quite that. But, you know, all of the fretting and worrying and stuff.
Yes.
Love it. And Hayasaka is just like, I could say something. Nope, not going to.
But if I don't say anything, then there's a possibility that we could have some advancements in the love connection here.
Yep.
Because Hayasaka is a fucking shipper.
Right.
She wants this to happen.
Exactly, because she knows the Kaguya wants this to happen, so it's like just
yeah.
It's I heard someone say once that it's like, could a romance theoretically be shortened down to one sentence of they liked each other and everyone got over themselves at the end, you know, right? Like, you know, but no, that'd be too simple. Yeah. Too simple. Right. So here we are. Here we are. And you know, you were this close, Hayasaka, except that Shirogane confronted her and you were still in the room.
Yeah.
If you had fled the premises, you know, then
something would have happened.
Something probably would have happened.
What I really love here though is in some ways she needed to stay because she needed to see this through to the end so that it worked positively. If Kaguya just panicked, that could damage the relationship.
Sure.
You know, because then she doesn't know what to say.
That's true. Yep.
If Hayasaka basically realizes that, oh, this is something where, you know, all you have to do is just pretend that you're asleep, then the show kind of feels lazy because it's using the same explanation that, you know,
Shirogane was thinking of.
Yeah, basically came up with. So instead, Kaguya panics, but Hayasaka is there and gives a completely different explanation.
Yep.
And goes with the, actually, sorry, this is her servant Hayasaka, because this is what rich people do. And the fact that then that kills so much potential future romantic interactions and stuff because he's not going to be texting. He
knows it's not private, basically. Yeah, it's like
we were this close to greatness.
Right. Well, not just we were this close to greatness, but yes, you avoided what you know you were trying to avoid Kaguya, but at what cost?
At what cost?
At what cost?
You've done. Well, I mean, It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
and this is why honesty is the best policy. You know, it's just
not
but
in a
not
comedy anime.
exactly.
Not a romantic comedy anime.
Right. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. But okay.
All right, there we go. We now have an adept Kaguya using line, potential to use Discord.
Right.
Ishigami, we're counting on you to introduce them.
You will show them the way. Yeah.
Yeah. And they can have a Discord server for maybe Chica's gaming group.
That's true.
That could be a cool thing to do. I would die of happiness if they started doing some kind of like TTRPG or what have you.
That would be so incredible.
And they use Discord for it. I'm like, this mangaka is a
Right.
genius.
Like they know. But then we also had that whole bit of like, oh yeah, Chika being like, I want to humiliate Ishigami.
Yes. Can we before we do that do the sound one?
Oh my god, I totally forgot about that.
Yeah, exactly.
Holy shit,
Yeah.
that was incredible.
Yeah, I love so much the ways in which Iino and Ishigami have this like, you know, there's a little bit of
Enemies
something
to
there.
lovers.
Yeah, well, they've passed, you know, and there's a
Right.
possibility. There's a possibility of something, but of course she's, you know,
Right.
just seeing it, just
disgusted, you know, yeah.
But he tried so hard,
You
just like before, you know, trying to help you, but.
You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink.
Yeah,
you
if
know?
she doesn't see it as help or even know that he's helping or trying to help,
Like,
it's not gonna do anything.
You could have, you know, as an alternative thing, and of course, you know, if you don't have the mistakes and kerfuffles, then it's not a comedy skit anymore. But imagine if Ishigami had just gone up and just been like, gotten her attention with his eyes, and then just clicked her headphones in, and then just given her a thumbs up, and then walked out. You know. Like, she would have been totally embarrassed, right? Because, like, holy shit, that was happening earlier. But at the same time, she would have been like, okay, good. You know?
But the thing about this is that, in some ways, he doesn't want to embarrass her.
Right.
Like, he genuinely wouldn't want to do it that way because that
she would still
embarrass
get
her.
embarrassed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's like, wow, he's a sweet guy. He's a really sweet guy. He's trying so hard.
but-
and I love it, just the moe cute, you know? Like,
Right.
just,
Yes. Like, takes a brave man.
a brave man to admit his culturedness.
Indeed. And I gotta say, while the jackhammering and stuff, I was kind of like, I don't know about that, you know. But the idea of like, ooh,
It was camels, though.
No. Well, there were a bunch of different things. There was
No. That's the thing. I think he misheard it and thought it was construction noises, but it was actually just a cacophony of camels.
Oh, I thought it was just that it kept changing every like 90 seconds.
Oh, okay.
But the idea of having like people with attractive voices telling you like, "Hey, you're doing a great job." You know, it's like does that sound a bit much? Maybe. Does it sound wonderfully effective? Absolutely. Like,
See, I think that's great. I think that's great.
no.
I am all for affirmations. I think
yes.
affirmations and declarations are very helpful. Personally, this is what I do. I don't really think there's as much value that I gain from hearing someone that I don't know say those things about me. My brain works too fast to be able to take in the positive bit that you get in the beginning of just feeling someone saying that.
Right.
So what I do is I write positive affirmations about myself when I'm in that really good space, and then keep them, and I physically write them down. So that when I'm in a bad place, I can then go and I have like a library
of
things there. But because I'm not hearing them, I have to read them out. It forces my body to be more actively participating in it.
Gotcha. But
so because if I'm just lazily sitting there and listening to it, I feel like it goes in at the surface.
But then, like,
it doesn't go deep.
So I totally get that.
Yeah.
But then you aren't getting it while you're doing something. Then you have to spend time just listening to the affirmations.
But
as
that's the
opposed to-
thing. If it's something while I'm doing something else, then I might as well just listen to good feeling music because it achieves the same result for me.
Gotcha.
I need to participate in that. Otherwise, it doesn't ring true. Maybe that's just the way my mind works.
Well, and
but
it
when
could
I
also-
heard this, I was like, I'm laughing because I'm like, I totally understand why people do this. But for me, I'm like, no, I need to make it be a thing. I'm going to spend 90 seconds or 60 seconds doing it. And then I'm I'm solid.
I could also see this totally being a thing where it's okay, take where we are at,
right,
regress that by half, because then it's going back into like the neurotic, pubescent, like hormonal teenage years, right?
Okay.
And then maybe that maybe then that's exactly what you need, or at the very least,
maybe
Iino has something that works for her. You go, girl.
Oh yeah, of course. I'm not judging her. I'm just saying basically like I kind of laughed at this because I'm like I remember trying something like this and it didn't work.
Oh, gotcha.
It didn't work.
Mm-hmm.
I needed it to be one, something that I believed, meaning like something that I said. Because if this person was saying something where every once in a while they would be like, everyone,
everyone thinks you're cute,
and I'd be like,
yeah,
no,
right.
Now we're just saying random affirmations, and I might as well basically listen to good music, or basically look at the latest astrology, thing, and be
the astrology fans.
Yeah.
At the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
Oh man. Yeah,
but yeah, I just loved that sequence because Ishigami was just like, I'm trying so hard.
Yeah, tried so hard and got so far.
I'm trying so hard.
But in the end, it didn't even matter.
Yeah.
And she didn't even realize what he was trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's the worst part of it. Not that it didn't work.
She doesn't care.
But like afterwards, it's just nope, nothing. Yeah,
nothing.
Unsung hero.
Yeah. But the final skit though.
The final skit.
Having Chika cheat, of course.
Because
but having
naturally.
her also be the one that's so like confident about this because she, crushed Ishigami the first time.
Yep.
I love that then he gets his comeuppance on this and beats her in the final round because now she's no longer cheating.
Right.
Because she was doing the adjustment thing with him then as well. And the funny thing is that I remember because I was a small kid growing up. Mm-hmm. So when we did arm wrestling competitions, I would never win. But I remember multiple times people being like, oh, like, this is the way that I'm going to do it. And they would, like, hold the table. They would, like, do, like, specific things. They would bring things in for that special, like...
widen their stance when they're sitting.
And I'm like, no. We have to make sure we're doing it fair. And, oh, my gosh, the amount of people that be like, Caleb, you're taking this way too seriously. And I'm like, you guys were literally the ones
You're pushing off the floor with one leg and, like, bracing against the table.
Right. Like, I'm just wanting a fair engagement here.
Right.
So that I actually have a chance. And it was just so funny.
My arms have never been particularly strong, for one, because for a lot of my life it didn't work out. But even when I would, my forearms are very long. So, like, the idea of doing curls or arm wrestling or anything like that, it was always it always felt like an exercise in futility.
Right.
Because it's like, it's whatever I would try and do, like if I was doing an arm wrestling contest with somebody, take the stuff that Chika got of like raising it up on the fingers a little bit, but add like an extra 3 inches, and it's like, oh, this isn't going to work.
Yeah, in some ways you have to be almost compatible with the person that you're up against, because another thing that's possible is like
you could have some weird angle.
You just have big hands like me. Like you and me have pretty big hands, but like my hands are huge. And so like I hold someone's hand like that or what have you, and I'm like literally crushing their like
Well, yeah, then there's that too. I loved the way that our expectations of who would be strongest in this situation were subverted
completely.
Like Kaguya. Oh yeah, no, she would be the weakest, right? Because she's a rich girl, doesn't like much physical activity.
She literally doesn't even look muscular.
She doesn't look muscular at all, and she doesn't have the temperament of someone you would expect to have like anime girl, like strength and everything. But no, she does archery.
Yeah.
Of course, her hands and everything would be really strong.
Her arms, you mean?
Or her arms, yeah. I mean, I'm sure her fingers also, these 2 fingers, have a ridiculous amount of strength in them. But
right on her right hand.
Right, yeah.
Because I think even then at this case,
wait, if she's left-handed, then
exactly what I was going to say.
Wait,
yeah,
no, yeah, she's not actually left-handed. Yeah, she was just using the hand that holds the bow for when she does her archery. And so, also, so she could do the calming gestures.
Yes,
that was great.
Right.
I'm really glad that was kept in there. Yep, just doing it real fast. Yep, apply as necessary.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I love that that's not for her muscles or what have you. That's so she doesn't get so excited that she like.
Right. Yeah,
that has nothing to do with whether or not she's physically capable of continuing on. It's the I need to keep my emotions and my like horniness in check.
I also love the idea that like, so they both just wanted to hold hands, right? And they have an excuse
that,
here
like,
to hold hands, right?
Yeah.
This match goes on for a long time. They both know that they are not trying their best.
Well, no. That's the thing. They don't.
No, that they themselves are not trying their best.
But they don't know that the other person isn't.
But they don't know that the other person isn't.
Right.
But once Kaguya destroys Shirogane at the end, I think he might be able to put two and two together.
Right.
That, like, I didn't realize she could beat me that easily. Because even the whole reason of why he was holding back was because he thought it wouldn't be that hard to beat her. Because, he still did want to beat her, right?
Yeah. They're competitive, for sure.
Yeah, exactly. But, oh, wait. Then what was she doing that whole time? She really seemed to be struggling. She was very flustered, red in the face and everything, exerting herself.
Yeah, it might be at this point where he just put so much effort into it at, like, that point that he was basically, like, not actually looking at or observing her or what have you.
Sure.
Because he might also be just a little bit embarrassed of the idea that, like, I don't want her to look.
I can't make eye contact. Right?
Then she'll know that I'm not.
If our eyes
trying.
meet, they'll be able to tell.
Yeah, the jig will be up basically.
Yep.
So that was really fun. But yeah, all right, great episode, wonderful start, and all right, Chica, you were kind of the one that took the most L's, I would say, this episode. So
although we didn't actually see what Iino could do,
I don't think Ishigami kind of did as well.
Right? Yeah, but I don't think she would win. But like,
no, Iino, no.
Yeah.
No. I think she wait, actually, hold on. Was I wrong? Was it Iino and Chica that did an arm wrestling match in the beginning?
No, that was or wait, oh yeah, it was Iino.
It wasn't
okay,
Ishigami.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
Chica totally destroyed her.
Yeah.
Right. She did that to showcase that, like, hey, I'm strong. I'll defeat you, Ishigami.
Right, because her and Ishigami were having a debate about sexism and stuff. And,
right.
And he was like, well, I wouldn't lose to a woman like you. And then she's like, wow, are you even a man for being able to lift this? And God, I love that.
You're just weak for a human.
So off base in just everything that they're saying. And then they both kind of end up losing and winning over the course of this whole thing.
Ishigami won the loser's bracket.
Yeah, exactly.
He's second last,
Right, because he probably believed, like, oh, no way I could lose to Kaguya.
Right, and then
she just crushes
destroyed him. Yep.
The disappointed gaze. And it fills in, not fills in, it corresponds to his previous fear of Kaguya and the beast that lives within her.
Right, exactly.
The thing that he's seen every once in a while.
Oh, man. That was wonderful.
Fantastic stuff. But y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get an early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general, and also be sure to check out our Twitch channel.
We stream every weekday. The info's in the description.
Yeah, so if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all
next time.